Hello guys, long time no see. I have not been posting because I've just had so much going on, especially with uni and like enrolling, and it was too stressful. But this video is going to be about photo ID for uni because I'm finally up to that stage. So this can be for like any ID, how to like have full glam when you're taking a photo. I feel like I'm pretty experienced with that. Let's get started with this tutorial. For my skincare, I use the Breakout Biotic Moisturizer from Dermalogica. I use the La Roche-Posay sunscreen. Literally all I use. I try to be really careful with my skin as I do have really sensitive skin. This video is about to show you how to do a full beat. That's what I specialize in, full beats all the way. So I'm gonna start with the e.l.f. primer. Now, primer is not a necessity. Like if you don't have primer, that's so fine. I don't usually use primer, but I use it when I'm gonna do like a full beat like this. So I just do a little bit here and here. I just kind of keep it in like the T-zone area. I don't know if this whole area is a T-zone, but I just keep it in like the middle, like this line of my face, I guess. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade and then the NARS Pot Concealer in the shade Custard, and then this one is in the shade Dark Brown. My Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Brush, and I'm first just gonna fluff out my eyebrows just so I like know what shape to follow. And then we're just gonna dip into that brow pomade and we're gonna start, oh okay, got a big chunk, oops. And we're just gonna start filling in. I've always done 2016 brows, I can't lie. That's like my favorite way to do brows personally, so we're just gonna make these really filled. Okay, so I like to fill my exact brow shape just because I don't like to change my brow shape too much. If you do change it, that's so fine. I will just show you in the front here, you wanna have two lines, kind of one at the top, one at the bottom, because that'll kind of create, like you brush it out, that more fluffed out look in the front. Oops. Like that. And I'm just gonna do the same for the other side. Okay, now that I'm happy with my brow shapes, we are gonna go in with the Sephora Collection Brow Gel. This is what she looks like, if anyone's wondering. Go over the top. Brush the eyebrow hairs up. Once you brush it up and it looks like a mess, you're gonna then slide it to make it look like back into the normal shape. Like so. Same with this side. So then your eyebrows should be looking like this. It's quite messy, I know, but just trust the process. I then just grab like some tissue, put it on my finger, and I'm gonna trace around just to make sure that there's like no brow gel or like leftover brow pomade that'll make it look messy. Like see all that just came off from around my eyebrow. In the middle here as well. Like, I mean, look at that difference already. So stop any concealer from crusting around your eyebrows. Okay, now that your eyebrows are done, you're gonna grab the NARS Pot Concealer and also just a concealer brush. I kind of like to use like a flat head like that. It's easier to apply the concealer around your eyebrows to clean them up. It's like going under the eyebrow. Just try to be as careful as you can when doing this because you don't really want to get the concealer inside the pomade because it just does not mix very well. Now you can see also I haven't plucked or anything, so my eyebrows look a bit of a mess, but that's why concealing is also really good because it'll hide all of those imperfections around your eyebrows. Connect through the middle. Try and make the line as straight as possible, okay? Same to the top. You also want to just make sure you cover in the middle parts here. And then just buff out the concealer. Also, with the NARS Pot Concealer, I'll also put it as like over my blemishes. And I get like a lot on my chin from hormonal acne, so this really helps me with covering all of those imperfections. Okay, that's all the imperfections covered. I'm gonna let those dry down a bit. While we're letting those dry down, I'll show you the next thing I use. I use the Huda Beauty Concealer as my base. It's quite full coverage. I do also have the Huda Beauty Foundation, but I used to use this all the time when I would tan, so it just does not match me anymore. It just looks too orange, so I use this one instead. It matches me a bit more now. Both work really good. Like Huda Beauty, you should definitely sponsor me. Like, guys, I love Huda Beauty. Their stuff is too good, okay? Huda, she ate. And now we're gonna put this on as our base. So I just like to put, remember guys, full face, okay? I'm just gonna kind of put this all over. This is how you get the full beat look, because a lot of people say that, oh, like, I use these products, blah, 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 but I don't get that effect because you're not using enough product. This won't turn cakey, okay? I'm very proud of my base, my bases. It never turns cakey. And that's because of how I will look after it when I'm putting it on my face, how I'm blending. Now you want to make sure you have a damp sponge, like you want it to be soft, okay? Soft and like the bigger version of how it looks when it's dry. You know how it's like small? You want it to look like a good size. And when you're doing this, you want to blend, okay? Don't drag, you want to like pat, okay? Pat into your ears, because your ears need some as well. My ears always are a bit red. Leave the under eyes, okay? Because or else that's when it'll start to cake up, because you're going to put too much product when we do the under eye concealer. Put it down to your neck. Blend in between your eyebrows. So there we have the concealer all on. And you just want to keep patting. You want to make sure it's looking like literally looking like skin, okay? Whoa, jump scare, my dark circles are really popping right now. But you really want it to just look like skin, like really, really, really smooth. Make sure you don't have any lines, anything that could mess up your routine. Next, I go in with my bronzer. I don't use contour, I use cream bronzer because I just like to be bronzed, guys. If you use contour, I would recommend doing it now and then doing the bronzer after. But if you're following along with me, I basically almost hit pan on this thing, guys. Best bronzer ever, I swear by it. I'm gonna use this thick brush. That's what I use. I don't know, this is more of a foundation brush, but I use it as my bronzer brush. And I'm gonna just start, you see that? It's crazy. Putting it around the areas where I want it. I like to put some on my forehead. Obviously, I'm gonna blend it. I put some here. Same on this side. Especially because this is a photo ID, you want to make sure you're bronzed so that it shows up on the camera. And you're just gonna start blending. I make sure to at least keep it on my cheekbones. I like to keep it on my cheekbones. I don't like to go lower than this line. Just kind of, ooh. If you do, just grab your beauty blender like how I just did and you just kind of clean it up. But you can do that after because obviously it might happen. I'm just gonna keep bringing it. Blending. All around. I like to connect the temple area down to the cheekbone area. Okay, and then we're also gonna do the nose. I just like to use like the side, and then I just go straight down the nose like that, bring it up to the eyebrow. Buff it out. Like so, and then just go a bit underneath here. And above, so it's kind of like a circle, like a button nose. Okay, that's the bronzer all done. I start with creams just to kind of specify. So I do go in for powder bronzer later on as well. I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta She's the Moment Duo Blush. That's what she looks like. Beautiful color. It's kind of like a peach. It suits me the most for my skin tone. Put a bit on here. This blush, by the way, is really pigmented. So just be careful if you are using it to just don't use too much. I keep it up here around the eyes and obviously on the highest point of the cheekbone. And then I put some on the apples. You gotta smile when doing this, that's why I'm smiling. But a tiny bit on the tip of my nose. So it looks like that. That is that all done. Now, for my concealer, like my actual under eye concealer, I go in with the NARS Creamy Concealer. I use the shade 2.2 Nougatine. This is my favorite concealer, okay? This has like always been my ride or die. I started using this thing in grade 8 because I started getting into makeup in grade 8. Now, again, full beat, I like to go 2016 vibes. Just full in with the concealer. Same on the other side. With my uni, it's just been really stressful because I didn't even know that I could start making my timetable like literally a month ago, basically. So I did it like a week ago. Nothing was working. I couldn't put in my preferences. Like my name was not matching up. I've been struggling. So I've been going into campus so many times, like they know me by now. They're like, oh, like, you know, so you've asked so many questions, at this point you could work here. And I was like, yeah, guess so. I like to put some here, because usually this is like the area that can like, gets the most fine lines for me. I put it on my chin as well. And then a little triangle up here. That was a really terrible triangle. Pretend that's a triangle. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit, but with uni, I had to go into the campus and I had to talk to them and I had to sit and like my name, because my name is really long, so nothing was matching up. It was really, really stressful. I had to change my name on their system. Then I had to do all my class preferences, and then I figured out how to do my timetable. And only now, literally, I don't know how long till, I start on the 23rd of February. I know that. So I have until then to get my photo ID before I can start my classes. It can take up to 3 weeks to get your photo ID. So I think I'll have enough time. I think I have enough time, honestly. Anyways, we're gonna blend now. So you grab that same sponge and you're just gonna start blending out, blend upwards, okay? Like don't blend down, like blend up. Like that. I am really excited to start uni though. I feel like it's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be a new chapter of my life. It's definitely something that I've always seen myself doing. I know a lot of people don't want to go to uni, but for me, I've always imagined myself going to campus, like wearing cute outfits. Like it's always been something that I can see myself doing. So I'm really excited for that. Okay, blend it all out. I'm also just gonna go over my eyelids. I will say this next part is really important on how to get the full beat look, because a lot of people say, like, it doesn't look as like full as I want it to look. Like, you need to bake. You really need to bake, guys. That's how you're gonna achieve it. We're gonna go in with our Huda Beauty baking powder. I still got the old packaging, but I did get it again, repurchased. Got the newer packaging. The powders look the same, so I don't know why I was so scared for the new packaging when they first announced it, but it's like the same thing. I barely got anything left in this powder though. This is what she looks like. I used the shade Peach Pie. I used this powder puff. It's been quite used, it's gone through it. Really lather on there, and then I'm just gonna do one dab. Quickly just fix up any fine lines that I've caused while I've been talking. and then press it in. Same thing on the other side. Press it in. And then I'm just gonna start powdering around the nose. Just gonna keep dabbing into our powder now. Gently go over that cream bronzer and cream blush. I like everything to be a bit matte. And then I'm just gonna go in up here in between the brows and in the center of the forehead. Really focus it into like the smile lines. I'm now just gonna, you see how there's like lines here? I'm gonna just buff those out, and then I'm gonna go in with the excess powder and press that into the eyelids. Like so. And then to properly bake, I'm gonna pop some powder into there. And then just use it to brighten around the eyes. Like so. Now that you are all powdered up, we are gonna go in with our bronzer. I use the Revlon Skin Lights one. I've only ever used this powder bronzer. Like, this is the only one I swear by. I've been using it since grade 8. I've gone through about 10 of these, I think. Literally the best one. Favorite, okay? Gonna go in with our big little buffing brush. And we're gonna start bronzing. I like to pat it into the skin, like dab it. You see how that already adds like so much bronze? Down the nose where we put the original bronzer. Like so. Okay, she cute. We are gonna go in with the Patrick Ta blush once again, but we're gonna use the powder section of it. Can you see me? That's the setup, guys. Got that random ass light to give it better quality. So yeah, dab it. It's quite pigmented as well. I'm just gonna buff that into the higher ends of the cheekbone. And then bring it down into the apples of the cheeks. And again, on the tip of the nose. I'm gonna add, just to add some more color into the eyes, we're gonna do it a bit in the corners here. I like to bring it out. And then just a bit on the chin. Ta-da! Okay. Now you want a little buffing, plain little brush, and I just use this to kind of pat in any powder. And I think that helps with backflash. Do some circular motions around this area. Takes out those harsh lines. Gorge. Okay, now we're gonna lock it in, or melt it all in, I mean, with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. My favorite. I usually get the bigger sizes, but I spend so much money on it. So got the little version now. So I'm just gonna spray that all over. Like, so you look glowy and wet. Gosh, made my hair all wet. Oops. That's fine. I don't have my fan. I lost it. So I'm gonna be using the hands to dry this down. This is a whole workout, oh my goodness. Okay. Do I have my lip liner here or did I leave it in my bag? Let me be right back because I realized I left my lip liner. Okay, so now we are going to use my lip liner. I use the Rimmel Lasting Finish shade Cappuccino lip liner. Favorite lip liner ever. So hard to find though. And I just follow along with my natural lip shade. I don't overline, I just go where my lip shade, guess I can't English. Follow my natural lip shape and size. And just blend that out. I tried to film a makeup tutorial when I was in Fraser Island. I did also have a Fraser Island vlog coming, but I've been so lazy. I have not been editing or posting anything. So this is gonna basically be my like first video back after like not posting. Okay, that's how I do my lip combo. We're now gonna lock it in again. We're gonna use the Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray by One Size. Shake that up. And then this stuff stinks. It's really good, but it stinks. But yeah, I like to look a bit more matte, so that's how I kind of do the full beat vibes. Sorry guys. Okay, we're now gonna curl the lashes. Okay, I like to curl my lashes and then leave them to dry a bit. I don't know why, I feel like it airs them out better and dries them in a nicer way, so then I can then curl them again and then apply the mascara. While we're waiting though, I'm gonna go in with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. It's such a nice lip combo, my favorite. Let's take these hair clips out now. Ta-da, okay. Let's curl the lashes again. My mascara, I used it by Big Definition from the Sephora collection. It's looking a bit rough though, but it's really, really good. And then I'm just gonna start coating my lashes. Okay, so this is the final makeup look. How to look all glammed up for your photo ID.